I'm living lavishly. Why don't you come and get a dose of this? I got this ice on me. Goddamn it, did damn it gon' snow me in. Sprite with the codeine, but it got me moving slow as shit. VVS, it got the gleam, and you can see me through the whole solar system.
Okay, hey everyone, Shara is back with another video. Shara is me. I'm she. Okay, so today I am trying this oil cleansing method where you use an oil and you pretty much just rub it into your face until you feel something happening. So I do have some like baby hairs, so these are gonna go away. Bye bye baby hairs. And I'm just going to be using this oil, this oil right here. So it's a concoction that I created, and I'm thinking about putting it on my shop, but I definitely want to try this before I put it on the shop because one, I have sensitive skin, and my target audience is people with sensitive skin. And my skin is so sensitive that I typically can't even use like a face wash that you like buy out of the store. If I use one of those like every day, then my face will break out. So I've tried this before, but I actually didn't like use a concoction. I only use like one oil. I think I use like castor oil or something like that. And I'm going to use this oil, and this oil is a combination of castor oil, rose hip oil, sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, and some almond oil. I'm sorry, not almond oil. Some argan oil. So yes, so this is my concoction. It is a 2-ounce bottle. I am trying this for the first time, and I'm gonna do this for about, I want to say about 15-20 minutes because I want to get the best possible results. So yeah, here we go. Okay, when I put this on, it like spilled everywhere. Again, my face is not clean, but it is dry, and you want to do this when your face, maybe I should just put it on my face, but you want to do this when your face is dry so that the oil can really get into your pores. Like attracts like. There's a whole science behind it. If you're like doing some research on this, you're probably going to find out that the oil is going to get into your pores and pretty much take out like sebum, plugs, blackheads. So yeah, here's the oil. It's in my hand. And I really do like the way it feels. So I'm going to do this for 15 to 20 minutes. And the time now is 9:40 at night. Oh, and it's really slippery. I kind of like the way it feels. I'm like super shiny, super glossy. And I do have a trouble area. It's kind of next to my ears, which is, I don't know, it's weird for me. But that's like where I do my baby hair. So I could see why that would be like an issue. So, I mean, I guess I'm just going to do this for 15 to 20 minutes. And yeah, see what happens, see what comes out. I'm really hoping that something does come out. Because like my skin isn't necessarily bad. Man, this feels good. My skin isn't bad, but it does have, I feel like there's little things underneath like the surface of my skin. So that's my problem. It's little things underneath the surface of my skin. So I'm hoping that I come up with like a bunch of little crap. And I wanted to do this in the daytime. Obviously it's nighttime right now. I wanted to do this in the daytime, but I was like too excited to freaking wait. So I decided to just turn on the computer and get to going. So I'm not going to go the whole 15 to 20 minutes like chatting because I feel like that would get kind of annoying. But yeah, this is the process. I'm doing it. I mean, also, I feel like it would take up a lot of space on my computer, so I really don't want to stay. I kind of felt something there. Oh, I got something. Ew. I'm getting stuff. That is so cool. And yet it's so gross. Man. And I know, like, oh, you can see it right there. I know that, like, people try to do this all the time, and you can kind of see it, like, right there. Oops, my finger's not even. Yes, so that's, like, so gross. Um, I know people try to show on the video, like, crap is coming out, but it can never, like, the camera can never actually pick it up. So maybe I'll just, like, I feel another one. Maybe I'll just, like, oh, there it is. Maybe I'll just, like, switch to my phone. Oh my god, there's so much crap. Okay, so I switched to the bathroom because I just felt like the light was better here. And I don't know, I feel like I'm supposed to be enjoying this, but I'm kind of not enjoying this. I mean, like, I'm enjoying it, but it's like, oh, it's supposed to be relaxing. And it's not, like, stressful, but it's not all, I mean, I guess it's kind of relaxing. I would definitely do this again. Okay, I guess while we're here, we can chit-chat. So let's talk about Navy. So now I am a naval officer. I'm a Lieutenant JG, right? I graduated from school and then I commissioned and now I'm like in the Navy and life is like okay. I've definitely had some trials and tribulations with my first ship. I'm not gonna say the name of the first ship, but being like a black woman in the military, like, am I just touching the same stuff? Being a black woman in the military is definitely hard. Being a black officer in the military, I think, I'm not gonna say that we have it worse, but I think I had a pretty unique situation where, and I don't know if this is unique, but I haven't met anybody else with this kind of situation where I was the only black person in my wardroom at one point, and I'm a woman, so yeah, times were difficult. Okay, so like, okay, let's tell a story. I experienced some, not racism, but there are definitely some biases that my counterparts were not aware of. They weren't aware of their privilege. I'm not gonna say that they're racist, but there are some privileges that come along with being a white woman. And yeah, I don't think that people understood that those were the privileges that they were experiencing. For example, like, I got spoken to a lot about my hair, and I know these new regulations were put in place so that black people or people with kinky or curly hair felt a little bit more comfortable, or their hair was a little bit more accepted. But I still felt like I deal with some bull crap. So I would like to preface this with saying wrong is wrong, right? So if I'm wrong, I do not mind being corrected. But when I do mind being corrected is when my counterparts are equally wrong, right? But they're not being spoken to because their hair aren't necessarily, or their hair isn't necessarily the same, out of the same standards as mine is. So like, whereas one time my bun was too bulky, right? And yeah, wrong is wrong, but my counterparts or the other white women in my wardroom, their hair would be falling out of their buns, and their hair would be falling out of their buns, or it wouldn't even be a bun at all, or it would just be sloppy, and that's definitely out of regulation. Or their bangs were coming down too far down on their face or something like that. So there was someone that tried to correct me, but I had to make her see that, or I tried to make her see, whatever, that, yeah, while you're correcting me and I'm wrong, and I acknowledge that I'm wrong because my bun was too bulky, but you're equally as wrong, and I know that you haven't approached anybody else in the wardroom about their hair because I know you haven't. I've spoken to the other women in the wardroom, and they have told me, yeah, more stuff is coming out. They have told me that you haven't approached them. So yeah, we did have a little discussion about it. I had to bring it up. I'm kind of not one to sit back and take crap from just anybody. It doesn't matter who you are, what rank you are. I think everyone needs to be corrected, definitely respectfully. And, don't get me wrong, it wasn't like I was disrespectful or anything, but I think I'm well educated enough to properly articulate myself without offending the opposition, right? So I did tell her, and she acknowledged her wrong, but she tried to double back and so to speak, cover her ass by correcting other women in the wardroom. But, the damage has already been done. You've already shown your biases, and whether they're not, conscious, or whether they are subconscious biases. I urge people with privilege, the dominant group at the time, to acknowledge that you may have some privilege, and just think before you not necessarily speak, but not only speak but act. So yeah, that was like my issue, a big issue to me, because like I do hair, right? I don't necessarily do hair for a living, but it's kind of a side gig. I enjoy it. I do my own hair. I refuse to pay money for people to do my hair, because one, it never turns out the way that I like it, or two, it's just like too expensive. Whereas I could do the same thing by my damn self. Sorry if I'm cursing too much in this video, but like I don't think I am, like whatever. But yeah, that was one story. Another time someone tried to, and this is also with my hair. It seems like I'm always having an issue with my hair because my hair just stands out, I guess. Anyways, so like someone approached me and was like, hey, your hair is out of regulations because your ponytail, because you don't have a ponytail, something to that extent, right? And then I was pretty much like, this is a ponytail, this is my natural hair. And the person pretty much tried to say, like, this isn't your natural hair, or not, this isn't my natural hair. They tried to say that my hair wasn't a ponytail because my hair was too poofy. Now, I actually did get upset. I think I may have lost my cool just a smidge bit, but I was able to articulate, like, I feel this gritty stuff on my face, which is why I keep, like, looking at my hand, like, this is actually working. I'm a little shook, but, I did lose my cool a little bit, not too much, but I did let him know that, this is a ponytail by my standards, and this is my natural hair. Why isn't it considered a ponytail? I will acknowledge that my ponytail was a little big, right? Because, my ponytail was just kind of too poofy, so it's supposed to be the width of your head, right? Or smaller. And mine was just a little bit bigger. Typically, people are, from what I've seen on other ships, people aren't so anal about the bulk or the width of your ponytail. Considering black people's hair defies gravity, because we're like all that. But people aren't like too concerned with the width of your ponytail. They're pretty much more concerned with the length of your ponytail, right? So this person happens to be, he was approached by another third party, and the third party, or the initial, whatever, the person that actually cared about it wasn't the person that approached me. So yeah, so that's that story. Anyways, I had to let her know, like, hey, I will acknowledge that I'm wrong, but you can't say that this isn't a ponytail because this is my natural hair. This is what a ponytail looks like on me. So yeah. Yeah. Whew. Okay, I think I dirtied up the camera a little bit. Anyways, I hope you guys had fun talking to me and watching me clean my face. I think I felt one on my lip. But I hope you guys had fun watching me oil cleanse my face while we had this little chit chat about being black in the military. If you guys have any more questions about being black in the military or just military in general, I'm here to answer them. I am educated, or fairly educated. I think I have enough experience to speak on the military since I've been in it. Yeah. And if you have any questions, you can reach me on all my social handles. Yeah. So this was fun. I'm glad you guys, if you got this far, I'm glad you stuck with me. So yeah, I'm just going to do this a little bit longer because not necessarily I like the feeling, but I like that the stuff is coming out of my face. That was like a huge issue for me, with stuff coming, just feeling like there's something underneath the surface of my face. Yeah, that was a huge issue for me. If you guys didn't know, I have a company. My company is called Company, and I sell skincare goods and workout attires. It is a company that is pretty much all about health and well-being from the inside to the outside. And yeah, so if you want to support me, if you want to support me, go over to my website, Company, and shop for all your Company goods. This is the end of the video, and I am going to wash my face with a mild cleanser, and yeah, that'll be my night. Bye.